Yo, what is up, guys? It is Pup, your coach of the Green Bay Drillbears. Today we have a week 7 of the APL Storm Division. If you haven't watched last week's, you better go check it out. But it's literally the one game that we've lost in the last 2 weeks. Like, that's the first game that I've lost. I think I've won like 11 or 12 in a row before that, which is crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. But hopefully I can get a dub bounce back here. And against Adorian's team, I mean, it's going to be a horrible time playing this, but I do think that my team actually handles it very, very well. But they have like full-on stall, which I just hate. But I mean, if you guys aren't interested in the team builder, you can skip to the battle. Should be a timestamp on the screen right now, but don't forget to like and subscribe the video when you do so. But going over their team, they have the Iron Hands, Clefable, Terra Skeledirge, Amoonguss, Hisui and Gudra, Reuniclus, Dondozo, Wo-Chen, Sinistcha, and Volibee. And the Wo-Chen also is free Terra. But I mean, just look at their team. It's disgusting. Like, full stall. They have like 3 unaware mons. They have Magic Guard. They have Amoonguss with Spore. They've got like Moonlight. They've got Calm Mind shenanigans. Like, they have everything. It's just the definition of bulk and stall and disgustingness. So I mean, it's gonna be a very, very horrible time for me. They also even have like double regenerator, leech seed. They got calm mind mons. Like, it's just gonna be bad all over. But I thought that to start off, I would bring Petrarun because it kind of breaks this entire team. As soon as that Gudra's gone, or I'm assuming that at least one of their Terra Captains is going to be Poison / Steel. So I mean, those things can wall me decently. I mean, they can, just because they don't get poisoned by this thing, but I'm also going to be Nasty Plot on this set. So if it's Skeledirge, then that's an issue. But if it's Wo-Chen that ends up being like Terra Poisoned, then I'm not really too pressed about it. But we just Malignant Chain everything on their team and just get Toxics. We spread them out. We Hex them. We just destroy them. We Nasty Plot up and do a lot of damage to their team, which is really nice. We barely need to run any speed to outspeed a lot of stuff on their team. I think we're outrunning, I mean, everything on their team that has no investment. Right now, here, I need one more point. We're outrunning, Gudra and Clefable and Volibee that have max speed but not max nature. We're also outrunning Iron Hands if they are max with a obviously like Jolly spread. So I mean, this is very, very good into them. They have horrible speed tiers with their highest being 70. So everything on my team is gonna be outspeeding. This is actually the slowest mon on my team, and it outspeeds pretty much everything they have. Which is really, really nice. And it just absolutely destroys them, blows a hole right through them, especially if I can get a Nasty Plot up. I mean, I know they have, what, like 3 unaware mons, but they don't love taking Malignant Chain Toxics anyways. And they have no great ways to break me down besides, like, maybe Wo-Chen, which is why we're Terra Grass, to not be, like, the 2 grass types on their team. The Wo-Chen and the Sinistcha are, like, their best mons into me, especially with Terra on Wo-Chen. But we can always like Nasty Plot and like Hex them. But we Terra Grass, so we can't get Leech Seeded. We can't get Spored by Amoonguss, and we don't take as much damage to all those Dark type moves. Next up is Crocodile, rocking a Soft Sand set with Moxie, with EQ, Knockoff, Facade, and Stone Edge. Stone Edge is there for the Volibee. Earthquake and Knockoff are just insanely strong into their team. Earthquake, it puts in so much work with the Soft Sand, and I didn't really want to be choice banded because I know they're going to be pivoting around everywhere. If they do end up getting some status on me, like, what are they really going to do? Maybe Will-O-Wisp with Skeledirge or like Matcha Gotcha or something. But I have Facade just in case any of that happens. We're rocking max attack adamant, and then that's speed 172 on there will bring us up to 263, which outruns the fastest mon on their team at max. Obviously, they could bring like a choice scarf, but I do not see that happening in a million years. Next up, we got King Gambit. And I lied about Petron being my slowest. This is definitely my slowest. But we're a Lumberry set just so I can't get, you know, Thunder Waved or burnt or anything. And then with Kowtow, Cleave, Iron Head, Sword Stance, and Zen Headbutt, this thing cleans in the end game. I didn't think I needed Sucker Punch because we're outspeeding most of their mons anyways. This set is enough speed to outrun Clefable, Goodra, Volibee, Iron Hands that have no investment in them, which I feel like is like a decently safe bet. It also, like, if they want to put some speed on like Dondozo or Mungus or something to try to like outrun me, then I'm going to be outrunning a lot of those sets anyways. And then we just have a lot of HP, so we're super bulky. Only thing that we're super scared of is the Iron Hands, which we should outrun and be able to do a lot of damage to with Zen Headbutt anyways, so I feel pretty good about it. Obviously, again, like with Petron, I know they have Unaware, but you know, Supreme Overlord goes around that. Pokemon that have Unaware, like, we deal with them anyways with this mon. Even like Dondozo, if they're max defense, as long as we get some chip on that thing, we can actually take it out with some Kowtows. You know, especially when our Supreme Overlord is procced. We've also got Lottie on the team with Terra Poison. Just, I don't want to get toxic. This thing absolutely completely walls a Mungus because we have safety goggles, so I can't get spored. Does no damage with any of its moves. We just Calm Mind and obviously Unaware, but Stored Power is really good against that. They could run Terra Dark on, you know, like their Skeledirge or something. I know they do have like 2 Dark types. They have a Steel type, so I'm running Aura Sphere. But really only Terra Dark Skeledirge scares this thing. And just with like Calm Mind, Recover, we destroy stuff. And we're max defense, max HP pretty much, with just a little bit of speed to like outrun their whole entire team. And then 4 special attack. Oops. We also have Inteleon on the team with Scope Lens Sniper set that I've been loving using. But I mean, their team's super bulky. They might try to set up Calm Minds with like Clefable or the Sinistcha, and then we can crit through. Scope Lens Snipe Shot is a 50% chance to crit. Everything else is like a 25% chance to crit or something like that. Maybe it's 12.5. Something, maybe it's a third. Honestly, I don't really know off the top of my head. But what I know is it does a lot of damage. If they want to, you know, like, I don't know, Calm Mind, we can also psych that up, which is really nice because if they're Calm Mind Clefable, they're probably going to be Magic Guard, so they can't like take a lot from the poisons from Petron, which is fine. So we just psych them up and then destroy them with our Snipe Shots anyways. Same for like Reuniclus that wants to set up. If they're Torch Song on Skeledirge, we can psych that up, and then we just become really powerful with some boosts. And we really only need Snipe Shot and Ice Beam to destroy them, but U-Turn's also pretty decent for momentum. We also don't have to run any speed investment. We can just run max Modest, max HP, and we'll outrun everything on their team barring a Scarf anyways, which is pretty awesome. And then last, we have Typhlosion. This is a fun set with Power Herb, Power Herb, Solar Beam. Obviously have Eruption, Scorching Sands, and Flamethrower. Scorching Sands is really just there for the Goodra. I mean, it hits the Iron Hands as well. But Eruption and Solar Beam are what we're going to be clicking. They're probably going to expect me to maybe bring Choice Specs, maybe bring like Charcoal, maybe bring Heavy Duty Boots. Because I'm not bringing any like Hazard Control. And I did have Heavy Duty Boots on here for a while. But I thought, you know, the only thing that really eats Typhlosion Eruptions is that Dondozo. And if they switch that in, I just Solar Beam them and they die. And that's a huge weight off my shoulders. Then I can just click Eruption versus the rest of their team and it actually goes insane. I also can Scorching Sands into the Skeledirge, which I didn't mention. But we're just max special attack Modest, a lot of HP, and then a decent amount of speed to outrun the Sinistcha. And yeah, that's it. So obviously a matchup versus Stall that I feel like is beneficial in my nature, but they have a lot of stuff they can do. You know, they have Unaware, they have Magic Guard, they have Regenerator, they have everything. They're Terras, they have really good Mons versus me. And I honestly could not tell you what 6 come, because I think all 6 of these Pokemon are really good in my team. I guess if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, I would bet Reuniclus doesn't come. That's the only thing that I think probably won't come versus me. And even then, it could come and Calm Mind and try to beat me. So, I mean, who knows? But I do think that my team has enough to handle them. I cannot get frustrated with the pace of the game. And that's an easy way to beat me, is with all this stall, because I am definitely not a fan. But I mean, that's about it for the team builder. If you guys do enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the battle. All right, what is going on, guys? We see their team here. They bring the Sinistra. Luckily, I don't think anything on my team lets them set up. They have Terra Poison on the the CHIEN, which is kind of annoying. And they didn't bring Amoonguss, which I'm a little bit upset about because of my Latias tech, but it is what it is. I don't know. It's gonna be a hard match. I do think Petron just goes absolutely crazy here. Especially if we can get some chip on that Gudra. We just absolutely destroy them. And now I can see them leading something like Clef. I could always just lead Typhlosion. If they're like Clef versus my Typhlosion, Eruption's doing 1,000,000%. After that, I can kill it with Flamethrower. I think it's just my best lead. And they do lead with Clef. Alright, it really depends on what they go for here. They could switch straight out to Dondozo, or they can just stay in, maybe Thunderwave me, knock off. They do go straight Dondozo. So I'm going to get the Eruption off. Doesn't do too much. And then Solar Beam has a roll to kill here. No, they're max Spadef actually, so it won't kill. They're definitely max Spadef. Yeah, very, very max Spadef. Interesting. It's even showing that, like, even max Spadef, it should have done a little bit more, which is kind of crazy. But this thing is fine. I don't really care too much about it. I'm gonna go Petron on the Wave Crash. Does 34. It's a big chunk. And then I think they're gonna go Gudra here. So I think I'm just gonna go Crook and then fire off a free Earthquake. Let's get this double right. There we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then I think I'm just gonna knock. I think they should go CHIEN. So I'm gonna knock. I'm in a good spot right now. I could just EQ, honestly. How much does EQ do to CHIEN? It does nothing. I will just go for it though. They do stay in. There's Shucka. Okay. You get a huge chunk of damage off. Honestly, I'm completely fine with that. If they want to switch out now, that's fine. They go Sinistra. But this thing can't set up on me, and knockoff always takes it out. They could be like Colbur. If they're Colbur, they will definitely live. But I have Kingambit in the back. There's Scarf Stunspore? Interesting. Scarf Stunspore is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. I knew that they could be Scarf, but having that out of the way pretty early is awesome. As they go Clef. Earthquake does 1,000,000 if they're a magic card. But Crook is down now, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna go Typhlosion again and click Eruption. I think that's a good idea. I could also go Petron. Petron versus this Gudra. Alright. If I'm +2 attack, I'm still not knocking it out. It's close though. So we just recycle this Typhlosion and Eruption here. If they go Dondozo, then the next turn I can click Solar Beam. Come on, just switch out. I feel like I'm in a pretty decent spot so far. They might just attack me though, because this is like a really good mon into CHIEN. I'm not sure. Gudra can never come in, it dies. Nothing can actually switch in except for the Dozo. I guess Iron Hands could if they're Assault Vest, but that'll reveal it really. So that's really nice. I'm also pretty sure this guy is unaware based on the way he brought it in, but it could still be Magic Guard. They do go Dondozo this time. Now they're at 50. So they're max Spadef. I'm just going to Solar Beam. Come on, please knock him out, please. No, I get a low roll. Dang, that is so unfortunate. But I just get a Flamethrower off at least. Yeah, that's a very low roll. Actually, they're probably Assault Vested some set. Probably Assault Vest with Fizdef, maybe? Something like that. And then I could see it. But it's still a really low roll. And then versus this guy, he's just gonna be Scarf. Okay, Scarf Clef, which is really interesting. Scarf Clef is crazy. Can I go Lottie and just Calm Mind? I feel like I can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Scarf Stall is kind of crazy. Alright, so if I go Lottie and I Terra Poison, Moonblast does nothing. I can Calm Mind for free. Or, yeah, I Calm Mind for free. Then I'm in a really good spot. I don't want to throw it away a little too early, though. But we're going to go for it. We're going to go Lottie. We're going to go Terra Poison, and we're just going to click Calm Mind. Yeah, I mean, this must be Scarf to outspeed that. That's kind of crazy. So Scarf Clef, they also had Scarf Sinistra. They go Goodra this turn. On my Terra Poison, Calm Mind. There are no Assault Vest or anything. They could be Dragon Tail, though. I'm going to CM again. If they're Dragon Tail, it's fine. As they're just Knock. There go my Safety Goggles. And then I one-shot this thing with Aura Sphere. Yeah. They go Clef. Okay. Interesting. What are they going to Scarf themselves into here? I'm just going to Stored Power. They trick me. Alright. And now they probably go out to CHIEN. So I'm going to go Inteleon. There's no reason to sack this thing. If they Moonblast, it's a great play. They Flamethrower. Okay, that's fine. We take those. And Ice Beam is really good. I could also just knock this out with U-Turn, so I'm going to do that. And then, what do we go here? I'm going to go Lottie. Unfortunate that I got tricked. So I do go CHIEN this time. Alright, CHIEN. Can it like set up? Not that I'm seeing. He might also just Leech Seed me, which is fine. If I go Inteleon on this thing, then I'm in a pretty decent spot, especially if they Terra. Let me go Inteleon. They do Terra Poison, and they Leech. Okay. I'm just going to U-turn out here. They protect. I could actually just Snipe Shot here. And if I get a Snipe Shot crit, it's doing 1,000,000. So I'm going to go for that. No crit, which is annoying, as they taunt me. Interesting. Alright. I'm going to go King Gambit here. On the Leech Seed, that's fine. We have Zen Headbutt, which does a lot to this guy. We could also just double out. Lottie's Stored Power does literally nothing to this guy, which is annoying. Should have saved my Terra for Terra Grass. I'm just gonna hit a Zen Headbutt here though. They're gonna mean look. That's crazy. Okay. That is actually insane. And they are fast. Feel free to taunt me. Leech Seed, Protect, Mean Look, Taunt. I really should have saved my Terra. That's okay though. I'm pretty sure Petrarun beats this thing. Petrarun also could just kind of wins if I'm able to get it in. I'm gonna Zen here. If they taunt this turn, then it's a good play. If they protect, it's a great play for them though. I'm also, I mean, I guess they're not speedy. I shouldn't speed creep this thing. But we do a good chunk. Obviously they're leftovers and annoying. Yeah, this is tough. Definitely tough. I wish I got my crit with Inteleon. I haven't crit with like any of my 50% crits at all this season. I've ran like this set a lot and it hasn't really worked out. If I'm able to get Gudra to knock off my Lottie, then I'm actually chilling. So versus Petrarun, I should go hard Lottie and get it to knock off the Scarf, and then I set up and win. Obviously, this thing can taunt me, but if I get one Calm Mind up, then Stored Power is doing a lot. They're also taking a long time. Oh, they left. Interesting. Alright, they said they DC'd. They'll be back, I'm sure of it. Yep, there they are. Alright, let's see what they do, though. Can't tell if it's going to be Taunt or if it's going to be Protect. It should be Taunt. Yep, it is Taunt. I do hit another Zen. A crit would be huge. They're just going to Protect. And they're always getting back up, but I just need a crit. They're just going to like spam Protect and wear me down with that. Okay, double Protect. I deserve a crit at this point. Come on, give it to me. They prot. I get one more turn off. Annoying set. They're just gonna Protect here. Get their HP back. Alright. I do think Petrarun wins against this thing. Let me look. So Petrarun, if I set up to +2 on their leech, and then I could also set up to +4. I'm gonna go Petrarun and just nasty plot up. They should Leech Seed here. They taunt. Okay, that's fine. I'm still doing a decent chunk to them. I'm just gonna Hex. 42% is really solid. And now I go Inteleon. I need an Inteleon crit here. It's not that I need it, but it would make it so much easier for me. And also, it's kind of deserved. It's a 50% chance to crit with Scope Lens Snipe Shot. Alright, let's see what they do. They double out to Gudra. That's fine. I'm not too upset about that. I'm going to go Lottie in case they want to knock me. They do knock me. Awesome. Let's go. I got knocked. They go hands here on my Calm Mind. Alright, this Stored Power does a lot, even if they're AV. But if they're not, then they're going to do a decent chunk. I'm just going to click Stored Power. Oh, they're not AV. Not even close to AV, man. We can knock it out here. Let's go. Versus Wo-Chen. We just click stored power again, man. Yep, we do 1,000,000. He's just gonna leech seed, get a little bit of health back. At this point, oh, what is the play? What is the play? I think it's Intel. We go for a snipe shot. They protect. We're snipe shotting every time. If we get our 50% crit, then the game's over. We do, finally. And then Petron should be able to beat this Gudra. Alright, and then we just Ice Beam this guy. We don't crit him. He's just going to body press. We live that. Awesome. A crit snipe shot would close it, so I'm going to go for it. And this crit would seal it, but Petron also wins it. Okay, they kill Inteleon. We go Petron, and we just click Hex. We should be faster. I don't think there's anything they can do. Good game. We beat Stall. Stall with double Scarfers. Such a weird set. Yeah, insane stuff. But good game to my boy Adorian. Definitely a scary match to prep for and a scary match to play. But I made a lot of really good plays. Made some good doubles. Brought some good prep with the Solar Beam Typhlosion. That was really clutch. And yeah, I just played really well. And now we're solidly in the playoffs. We're 5-3 now. And we play offline next week, so I might just go memes. We'll see. I know offline is playing for a spot, so we'll see what happens though. But if you guys enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.